Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We're at 1025 Rushton Street. Today is August 21st, 2025. We have the camera pushed out 128 feet to the city connection. That's what you're seeing on the screen now. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So right off the bat, you have some roots big enough that I would recommend having them cleaned out now. When I pushed my camera through, I had to push through a bunch of waste. My camera went completely underwater, and I was able to push a big blockage out of the line, and then all the water rushed through. And I think it was this root that it had gotten caught up on right before the nose on. And so it's going to be a lot better now, but I would definitely recommend having those roots cleaned out. There's some more. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots, and so that'll be a maintenance item that you'll want to keep up on in the future. There's some more little debris caught on that one, and I would recommend having the line looked at again after you have it scoped, or after you have it cleaned. You know, we can see that there's roots there, but we can't see what's going on with that joint, if it's offset, if it's broken, or if there's a hole in the pipe and that's what the roots are coming through. And so you want to have it looked at once you have it cleaned as well. There's a piece of debris stuck in the line. Kind of looks like foil. In either case, that could get cleaned out. I would always recommend hydrojetting. That'll blast everything out. That does a better job than cabling the line. Cabling is great when you're having an actual backup. They can break through that blockage and relieve all the pressure so it quits backing up into the house. But to actually clean it, you want to hydrojet it. This is looking better, no standing water. It does look like clay. Clay has joints every 3 or 4 feet, so there's more areas where roots can come in. I would recommend getting the insurance on this line. You can get insurance with HomeServe. HomeServe is one of the more popular insurance options. They will help offset the cost if it needs to be dug up. They will help unclog the line if it has a backup. I've heard mixed reviews about HomeServe. A lot of people have been happy that they've had it. Other people have had issues and had not great experiences getting things covered. It's not very expensive though. It's only like $10 a month to get the sewer line insurance. 10 to 15, but I think it's well worth it. I've heard enough good stories that. But for now, I'd recommend getting it cleaned because you already have some good sized roots. That could get cleaned out. Separation there, and I can't tell what that is around the pipe, but that's a substantial gap. Waste could drop in there. That's not good. I would have that located and get a price to have that repaired, or at least get their opinion about it. That looks like the pipes are separated to me. Now we're transitioning to cast iron. And so that separation is somewhere around the foundation. A little bit of an offset there. Cast iron gets really rough and rusty. It will eventually need to be replaced. I would recommend getting it cleaned. You could do a liner in the future. It's like having a new pipe blown into the old one. But it's already looking pretty rough. Waste could get stuck on that. And it's kind of a catch-22 because you want to clean it so it's not so rough, but if you clean it too aggressively, it'll break through the line, and then you have to replace it, or you have to blow in a liner. So just a recap, you do have some roots that I would recommend having cleaned out now. You do have one pretty significant offset and then a couple others, but one that I would recommend ideally having repaired. You might be able to blow a liner through it. I would talk to a drain specialist about that, but that might be one that you could put a liner through, which might be cheaper than digging up that area. And then also cast iron under the house. I'd recommend having that cleaned and then getting the insurance on the entire line once everything's been cleaned and looked at again. I'm going to end this recording.